Well, we begin this morning with the latest on the midterm elections and new information about how engaged voters are.
We are now just 15 days away from Election Day, and NBC News polling numbers show voters are more fired up about the high-stakes contest than ever. 70% of voters say this election is more important to them than past midterms. That's up 6 points compared to August and September. Closer look at the party breakdown shows 78% of Republicans feel this year's elections are important compared to 69% of Democrats. NBC News senior political editor Mark Murray joins us now for more on the latest polling numbers. Mark, good morning to you. So what stood out to you from the results of this latest NBC News poll? What does it say about voters' state of mind right now?
Yeah, Joe, it really says that we're headed for unprecedented midterm turnout. Back in the 2018 midterms, which set a record, our poll showed that 65% of voters said that they had high interest in the election. Now it's at 70%. And what we've seen in the Trump and then the post-Trump era has been just unprecedented turnout. And I think we're all bracing for that again. The other thing that really stood out to me, Joe, is just the polarization in the electorate. We asked a question on, does the other party's agenda pose a threat that could destroy America? And we found 81% of Democrats and 79% of Republicans answering in the affirmative there. So we are, the country is really energized, really fired up, and highly polarized.
Let's talk specifically about Florida, the race for governor there. There's going to be a debate there today between the Republican incumbent governor, Ron DeSantis, the Democrat, Charlie Crist, who's a former governor. This is going to be their first and only debate. It comes on the same day that early voting begins in that state. So what are you watching for in this debate?
Yeah, I'm watching to see if Charlie Crist can somehow shake and change the dynamics in this contest that currently favor DeSantis, the Republican incumbent right now. We see in polling that both statewide Republicans, Ron DeSantis, as well as incumbent Senator Marco Rubio, are favored in a state like Florida, which has been trending in the Republican Party's direction. So obviously in a debate, you want to be able to have a moment that can actually shake up the contest. Crist, a longtime former Republican governor, then turned independent. He has had a lot of experience in debates, and now as a firm Democrat, a former congressman, now running for the for governor. We'll see if he can pull in a really good performance for his side.
Early voting also begins in Texas today. State officials say they're preparing for an increase in voters more than past elections. What are some of the key issues and things on the ballot there?
Yeah, Joe, you know, there's a recent Quinnipiac poll that actually found out that border and the border security is issue #1 in the state of Texas. But I'll also point to our own national NBC News poll that actually shows that really is kind of the tale of the two different electorates. Republicans are fired up about the border. They're fired up about crime. They're also fired up about inflation in the economy. Democrats, conversely, are fired up when it comes to the issue of abortion, threats to democracy. And so we're almost seeing these kind of parallel campaigns that Democrats and Republicans are running in Texas, but also across the country.
Very different issues getting each party out to vote. Finally, let's take a look at Pennsylvania, that huge battleground. Dr. Mehmet Oz, Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman, they have their first and only debate. That is tomorrow, so folks are going to be watching that. But this morning, Oz is holding a Hispanic Business Council town hall. A recent NBC News poll found Latinos in Pennsylvania still leaning Democrat, although Democratic advantage there is smaller than previous voting years. So what does Dr. Oz need to do to win over Latinos this close to the midterms?
Yeah, Joe, I think overall he just needs to continue the momentum he's been on. This is a race that has gotten so much closer in the past month or so. There was a point in which polls ended up showing Democrat John Fetterman up double digits in Pennsylvania. Even when you looked at that contest, you knew that that probably wasn't going to hold, just given how tight races have been in the Keystone State over the past several years. But obviously this race has gotten closer. Latinos are going to be important, but so will every subgroup.
All right, Mark Murray taking us all over the map this morning. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.